For the longest time, I did not have an answer to this. There are many techniques suggested by renowned public speakers, past and present, all over the world. None of those techniques really worked for me. One thing that worked for me, which I came up with a couple of years ago, and as absurd as it sounds, it worked wonderfully for me. And I believe it worked for me personally because I had my own sets of challenges and insecurities. The first time that I feel that I was able to effectively stand before a crowd and deliver a speech, I believe is the same mindset, not even technique, but the mindset that if I would have had it on earlier occasions, maybe during my mooting days, I would not have suffered through so much of anxiety and suffering. First and foremost, of course, it goes without saying, if you are not prepared on your content, you will definitely feel that anxiety, and rightly so. But if you are already prepared, you have put in the work, the research, the notes, you've stood in front of the mirror and you've practiced it on a bunch of occasions. One thing I would definitely recommend is do go out and listen to all the top orators out there through their books, their videos, everything that they've got. One personal little, mindset hack that I had, which I would share with all of you, is realizing that it only happens in maybe, in movies and in high schools, because high school people, they are mean. They're very, very mean. It does happen that you could be booed off the stage, right? But when you're in law school, when you're in college, when you're in an event, no matter, or even before a judge, be it an actual judge or be it a moot court judge, it doesn't matter. None of them is going to call you out, condescend you in any way whatsoever for your lack of eloquence when it comes to making your submissions. Take a deep breath and say what you want to say, and realize that the person in front of you is not God, is not superior. Their opinion of you does not in any way affect your life or your sense of self-worth whatsoever. When I realized this, when I overemphasized this in my own mind, I was able to a great extent, understand and humanize the person sitting in front of me, in front of whom I was making my arguments or with whom I was having my discussion, be it an individual or be it a group. And that helped me quite a bit, Adarsh. But apart from that, this was one little hack that me, with my own insecurities, I faced. If you feel that there is anxiety, there are several authors. There is Dale Carnegie, of course. One thing that I must mention, Dale Carnegie, I believe I read one of his books. I've read a couple of his books. I read them when I was very, very young, I think 10, 11, 12. And on a lot of occasions, you have people who do not read books like these, who tell you that these books are useless. Let me tell you, it all comes back together in the end. And you realize whatever you have gone through in books like these, or videos, or maybe attending events or seminars or whatever it is, it all comes full circle, and you are able to realize that you became a better person because of this.